Hey guys, I'm Super Missiles. Today I'm playing Curse Castilla EX. This game is basically Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the Super Nintendo. I've played the first two levels already, and I am pretty much instantly in love with this game. If you watched my Ghouls and Ghosts playthrough, or mini playthrough, whatever you want to call it, you'll know that Super Ghouls and Ghosts is one of my favorite games of all time. And this game is basically that, but it was made in, or I should say released in 2016, so it's a fairly new game. But yeah, the similarities between this and Ghouls and Ghosts are just, you know, there are so many that it's kind of hard to break down each and every one. I've played quite a bunch of, like Ghouls and Ghosts style games, but so far I would have to say this is one of the better ones. And I believe this is actually a Spanish game, if I'm not mistaken. The original title was like, was Maldita Castilla? I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, so my Spanish is terrible. If that's wrong, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, you got a bunch of classic Ghouls and Ghosts stuff. You know, you get this, start with this knight guy, whose name I believe is Don Ramiro. Not exactly King Arthur, but he's pretty close to it. You got some classical, mythology monsters. A couple zombies you saw. I believe those were either a cockatrice or what's the other thing? Chimera? I don't know. But yeah, it's got some pretty cool stuff to it. The controls are absolutely amazing, and the graphics they're pretty similar to Ghouls and Ghosts as well. So I mean, I'm pretty much all about this. So we're gonna go through and see if it holds up. There's several notable differences though. For instance, this character in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, when you make a jump, you can't change direction. And in this game, you kinda can. You can see, like, I can kind of slow my jump a little bit and go back in the other direction just a tad, so it's not as punishing. But still, and there's no double jump, at least until you, there's a little thing you can grab from chests, like a power-up that'll give you a double jump, which in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, you have one from the beginning, so that's a little bit different. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, it's pretty damn close and pretty damn good. Oh, also another very important distinction between the two games is I can fire straight up or I can jump and fire downward, which was not a feature of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And that game would have been an entirely different thing if it was. Also, the chests in this game are just kind of out in the open, whereas in Ghouls and Ghosts they were kind of hidden, and there were some conditions you needed to meet to actually get them to show up. But yeah, that's enough about Ghouls and Ghosts, I say, even though I know I'm gonna probably talk about it again. But this is the first boss, the Beheaded Knight. He's kind of a pushover, honestly, because he just got wrecked. So yeah, like I said, I've played through the first two levels of this, but I am immediately in love with this game, so I decided to do a playthrough of it and try to get all the way to the end and see if I can do it without taking 8 years. Oh, another difference between this and Ghouls and Ghosts, because I'm done talking about that game, remember? He lied. Is in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, you have King Arthur, who is a knight in armor. And the way the damage system works is that when you get hit, Arthur loses all of his armor and he has to run around in his boxers until he, I'm gonna grab this hand axe, until he finds a hidden chest that has armor in it. But in this game, instead of losing armor, you actually have, I think it's, 3 hits that you can take, which you can see in the top, in the top left corner you can see my hearts there. So it's a life gauge instead of, the little armor 2 hit and you're dead system, which is kind of nice, but you know, it does make the game a tiny bit easier. So that's a minor difference, though. I mean, it's not that big a deal. These fat executioner guys. I mean, graphically, this game is, I like it a lot. It's it looks like it could have been on the Super Nintendo, which you know, just even makes the comparison between this and the other game, you know, that much easier to make. Oh, I got a bag of something. But yeah, I mean, this I would totally believe that this game was on the Super Nintendo if somebody told me that and lied to me. Plus the music, while not exactly Ghouls and Ghosts quality, is still pretty damn good. And I think actually this game was made by only 2 guys, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. I probably am wrong about it, but in the beginning it says a game made by I don't remember their names. I think one of them was kind of Spanishy, so I'm not even going to try to say it because I'll just butcher it anyway, but whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of trucking along here pretty quick because, you know, I've already played through this section. Okay. I will slow down once I get to a part that I haven't been to yet, for obvious reasons, like dying. But for now, we're going to rock this. So this is our, this is our second boss. This is our Zarampla, I guess. It's just basically a big, ugly, gooey worm guy. I don't like him very much. I mean, the boss fight is pretty simple. I mean, he's just, well, see, pretty simple. It's very very easy to get murdered. But yeah, he basically just flies around in this like figure 8 pattern and spits fireballs at you, and then every now and then he'll have little worm guys that come up to help him, but they're not that big a problem. I think you can just hit them with one shot and they're done. So as long as you're paying attention, I mean, you know, it should be fine. Okay. Those worms are so creepy looking. Ugh. I'm not entirely sure what like, hey, I did it. I'm not entirely sure what version of mythology this pulls from. I want to say like typical Western mythology, but some of these things look a little weird, so I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of Spanish mythology that I'm not unaware of, like medieval time Spanish stuff, like kind of like something about conquistadors or something like that. I don't know. But whatever it is, you know, the monster designs are pretty cool, except for these doofy looking harpy ladies. Their heads are just so disproportionate. Whoops. Which actually, I guess all these characters are too. And oh yeah, these are my little buddies here that are just kind of helping me out on this ride, which is a little weird to see in a Ghouls clone or whatever you want to call it. Usually the character is by himself, so it's nice to have some little friends helping me out. And of course, we've got the most recognizable monster of all time, the cauldron dropping owls. Do you think an owl could actually carry a cauldron filled with lava? I don't know how feasible that would be. But I guess that's not really important. What is important is killing these ugly bird ladies. No, I'm just kidding, bird ladies. You beautiful, you know it. Anyway. Oh, yep. There goes my homie. Quesadilla. I know that didn't say Quesadilla. But in my head, that's his name. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's dead now, so who cares what we call him, right? Ugh. So far the boss fights are pretty standard. I mean, like this guy, he just kind of swoops in on you, duck to get away from him, and then you jump and attack him. Pretty easy stuff. Well, You know, I'm just gonna not say anything is easy ever again, because every time that I do, I get, oh, I was not aware that that could happen. Oh, damn it. Oh, double damn it. Right, what the fuck? Okay, well, yeah, every time I say a game is easy, I immediately get hit by something or killed or walk off the back of a moving cart and die and have to start all over. So I'm going to try to stop doing that, even though I think we all know it's going to happen anyway. These owls kind of suck because they'll they try to drop the cauldrons on you if they get directly above you. So in order to circumvent that, you would think, oh, I'll just you know, kill him, hit him with this sword. But even if you do, they drop, you know, they drop the cauldron anyway, so it's almost pointless to kill them. Because I mean, you gotta be directly under them to hit them, at which point they would drop the cauldron anyway. So, you know, like, why bother? Alright, I got this. We've done it once, we can do it twice. Quesadilla is about to eat it super hard. Yep. Alright. Yeah, see, this guy's not so tough. I mean, he doesn't... Oh, okay, he switched to... You know what, see? Look, I just did it again. Oh, he's not so tough. Does a different swooping attack. And immediately hits me. Is he gonna do it again? No. Yeah, I gotta stop talking shit on enemies. I think this the big dude will actually just hit him for him. Oh. Oh, cool. That's convenient. And away. We will meet in the forest. Okay. I am now in new territory because I stopped when I killed the vulture. So I don't know what's going on anymore. I like it. Yeah, I like this song. It was a good song. It reminds me of the Scuttletown theme from the Shantae games. Just a little bit. There we go. There's our double jump. Well. Oh, okay, so we don't lose the double jump when we get hit. That's good to know. Because I would be very sad. Alright, let's try out a different weapon. That's the daggers... bombs. Oh, okay, so... Cool. This is just the torch from Super Ghouls and Ghosts, it looks like. Except you can only have one bomb on the screen at a time, it seems. So, I don't foresee me liking this weapon very much, and I'm probably going to switch first chance I get, because if it's anything like the torch from Ghouls and Ghosts, it is terrible. Oh, there's little dragons. That's cool. I like that. Blue fairy. Hup. Oh. Wow. Well, I mean, that could have gone better. You know what? We're going to continue. I'm going to give that another run. Hup. 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 So, yeah, I mean, this game isn't as hard as... You know... Alright. Fuck. You know what? Forget it. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. Yep, of course. I'm just gonna leave that one. I'm just gonna leave that where it was. We're not gonna talk about it. Yep, there was it. Oh my god. Okay. We got one more shot at this. I've beaten the first 3 bosses, like, almost immediately. Thing that kills me? Jumping to a platform. Hup. There we go. Hup. Hup. Yay, I beat the final boss of platforming. Hup. Huh. Okay, and I'm dead. Well, that was a quick look at Cursed Castilla. I think I'm gonna do this in parts until I beat the game. So if you want to see some more of this, come back and check it out. Alternatively, this game is only $12 on Steam, and it is super good. So maybe you should go check it out and buy it for yourself and play through it. Maybe you're just, you're better than me and you won't die so much. Maybe. Alright guys, I'm out of here. See you next time.